Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 47-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under the win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Huntley flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st down, New York.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
1st down, New York.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
To number 89.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. third down, Barkley. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
It's Barkley on the counter. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
New York.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. To throw, Huntley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys.
Sacked at the 10.
10 yards.
Well, that was point counter. pressure, and the deep.
The 10, they'll try on 2nd and goal here. Operating from the gun, Huntley to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
This to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. We're thinking about.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 43.
Here's Brady to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes Pettis on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Huntley to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Yep. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 61 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. From the gun, Huntley. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Huntley. finds his tight end Ingram. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down. Huntley gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Score Giants 28, Buccaneers 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Brady. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Again, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, the ball. Hey, Alabama. Shoot, alert. Check 13.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that Puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. 16 yards, a first down.
And
off play action. Huntley.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Huntley. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Huntley's pass complete to Saquon.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Barkley. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd and 2, Huntley. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will have a Giants first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 45. Here's Huntley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. But guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks him. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Huntley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Huntley. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 84 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2nd and 9 at the 20.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Just like that.
Operating from the gun, Huntley, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun, Huntley. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The 29-yard line.
Wait, that Alabama, 380. Rip left. 25, check 25. Hey, go 66.
Brady going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Brady 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a play fake. Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Tampa, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Huntley. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Brady. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Huntley. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them. And
for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Buccaneers' 9-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He's back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20-yard line.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
it.